Albus, do you really think it's safe? Leaving him with these people. I've watched them all day. They're the worst sort of muggles imaginable. They really are.
The only family he has.
This boy will be famous. There won't be a child in our world who doesn't know his name.
Exactly. He's far better off growing up away from all of that. Until he is ready. There, Hagrid. It's not really goodbye after all. Good luck. Back again, Harry? I see that you, like so many before you, have discovered the delights of the Mirror of Erised. I trust by now you realize what it does. Let me give you a clue. The happiest man on earth would look into the mirror and see only himself, exactly as he is.
So then it shows us what we want, whatever we want.
Yes and no. It shows us nothing more or less than the deepest and most desperate desires of our hearts. Now you, Harry, who have never known your family, you see them standing beside you. But remember this, Harry. This mirror gives us neither knowledge or truth. Men have wasted away in front of it, even gone mad. That is why tomorrow it will be moved to a new home. And I must ask you not to go looking for it again. It does not do to dwell on dreams, Harry, and forget to live. Harry, do you know why Professor Quirrell couldn't bear to have you touch him? It was because of your mother. She sacrificed herself for you. And that kind of act leaves a mark. No. This kind of mark cannot be seen. It lives in your very skin.
What is it?
Love, Harry. Love. Ah, Bertie Bott's every flavor beans. I was most unfortunate in my youth to come across a vomit-flavored one. And since then, I'm afraid, I've lost my liking for them. But I think I could be safe with a nice toffee. A lot. Earwax. Yes, well done, Slytherin, well done, Slytherin. However, recent events must be taken into account. And I have a few last-minute points to award. To Miss Hermione Granger, for the cool use of intellect, while others were in grave peril. 50 points.
Good job.
Second, to Mr. Ronald Weasley, for the best played game of chess that Hogwarts has seen these many years. 50 points. And third, to Mr. Harry Potter, for pure nerve and outstanding courage. I award Gryffindor House 60 points.
We're tied with Slytherin.
And finally, it takes a great deal of bravery to stand up to your enemies, but a great deal more to stand up to your friends. I award 10 points to Neville Longbottom. Harry?
Professor, sir, your bird, there was nothing I could do. He just caught fire.
Oh, and about time, too. He's been looking dreadful for days. Pity you had to see him on a burning day. Fawkes is a phoenix, Harry. They burst into flame when it is time for them to die, and then they are reborn from the ashes. Ah, fascinating creatures, phoenixes. They can carry immensely heavy loads, and their tears of healing powers. Calm yourself, Hagrid. If the governors desire my removal, I will, of course, step aside. However, you will find that help will always be given at Hogwarts to those who ask for it.
A word of caution. Dementors are vicious creatures. They will not distinguish between the one they hunt and the one who gets in their way. Therefore, I must warn each and every one of you to give them no reason to harm you. It is not in the nature of a Dementor to be forgiving. But you know, happiness can be found even in the darkest of times, if one only remembers to turn on the light.
I've done the dungeon's headmaster, no sign of Black, nor anywhere else in the castle.
I didn't really expect him to linger.
Remarkable feat, don't you think? To enter Hogwarts Castle on one's own, completely undetected.
Quite remarkable, yeah.
Any theories on how he might have managed it?
Many, each as unlikely as the next.
You may recall, prior to the start of term, I did express concerns about your appointment of Professor...
But not a single professor inside this castle would help Sirius Black to enter it. No, I'm quite convinced the castle is safe, and I'm more than willing to send the students back to their houses.
What about Potter? Should he be warned?
Perhaps, but for now, let him sleep. For in dreams, we enter a world that's entirely our own. Let them swim in the deepest ocean or glide over the highest cloud. Mysterious thing, time. Powerful, and when meddled with, dangerous. Sirius Black is in the topmost cell of the Dark Tower. You know the laws, Miss Granger. You must not be seen, and you would do well, I feel, to return before this last chime. If not, the consequences are too ghastly to discuss. If you succeed tonight, more than one innocent life may be spared. 3 turns should do it, I think. Oh, by the way, when in doubt, I find retracing my steps to be a wise place to begin. Good luck. Now the moment you've all been waiting for. The champion selection. them said champion is Victor Crumb. The champion for Beauxbatons is Fleur Delacour. The Hogwarts champion, Cedric Diggory. Excellent! We now have our 3 champions. But in the end, only one will go down in history. Only one will hoist this chalice of champions, this vessel of victory, the Triwizard Cup. Harry Potter. Harry Potter?
No. No.
Harry Potter!
Everything is a conspiracy theory. I protest.
Harry!
I protest.
Harry, did you put your name in the goblet of fire?
No, sir.
You asked one of the oldest students to do it for you?
No, sir.
You're absolutely sure?
Yes, sir.
And of course he is lying.
The hell he is. The Goblet of Fire is an exceptionally powerful magical object. Only an exceptionally powerful confundus charm could have hoodwinked it. Magic way beyond the talents of a 4th year.
You seem to have given this a fair bit of thought, Mad-Eye.
It was once my job to think as dark wizards do, Karkaroff. Perhaps you remember.
This doesn't help, Alistair. Leave this to you, Barty.
The rules are absolute. The Goblet of Fire constitutes a binding magical contract. Mr. Potter has no choice. He is, as of tonight, a Triwizard champion.
Severus! Do you know who I am?
Albus Dumbledore.
Are you Alistair Moody? Are you?
No.
Is he in this room? Is he in this room? Hurry, away from there! You all right, Alistair?
I'm sorry, Albus.
That's Moody, but then who's...
Polyjuice potion.
Now we know who's been stealing from your store, Severus. We'll get you up in a minute.
Barty Crouch, Jr. I'll show you mine if you show me yours. Your arm, Harry. You know what this means, don't you? He's back. Lord Voldemort has returned.
I'm sorry, sir. I couldn't help it.
Send an owl to Azkaban. Think they'll find they're missing a prisoner.
I'll be welcomed back like a hero.
Perhaps. Personally, I've never had much time for heroes. Today, we acknowledge a really terrible loss. Cedric Diggory was, as you all know, exceptionally hard-working, infinitely fair-minded, and most importantly, a fierce friend. Now, I think, therefore, you have the right to know exactly how he died. You see, Cedric Diggory was murdered by Lord Voldemort. The Ministry of Magic does not wish me to tell you this. But not to do so, I think, would be an insult to his memory. Now, the pain we all feel at this dreadful loss reminds me and reminds us that while we may come from different places and speak in different tongues, our hearts beat as one. In light of recent events, the bonds of friendship we made this year will be more important than ever. Remember that. And Cedric Diggory will not have died in vain. You remember that. And we'll celebrate a boy who was kind and honest and brave and true, right to the very end.
Cornelius, I implore you to see reason. The evidence that the Dark Lord has returned is incontrovertible. He's not back.
In the matter of Harry Potter, the law clearly states that magic may be used before Muggles in life-threatening situations.
Laws can be changed if necessary, Dumbledore.
Clearly, it's become practice to hold a full criminal trial to deal with a simple matter of underage magic. Professor McGonagall, might I ask you to escort Sybil back inside?
Oh, Sybil, dear. Oh, sweetie.
Thank you. Thank you. Dumbledore, may I remind you that under the terms of Educational Decree number 23, as enacted by the Minister...
You have the right to dismiss my teachers. You do not, however, have the authority to banish them from the grounds. That power remains with the headmaster.
For now.
Don't you all have studying to do? Most noble of you, Harry, to shield me. But as has been pointed out, the parchment clearly says Dumbledore's army, not Potter's. I instructed Harry to form this organization, and I alone am responsible for its activities.
Dispatch an owl to the Daily Prophet. If we hurry, we should still make the morning edition. Dawlish, Shacklebolt, you will escort Dumbledore to Azkaban to await trial for conspiracy and sedition.
I thought we might hit this little snag. You seem to be laboring under the delusion that I'm going to, what was the phrase? Come quietly. Well, I can tell you this. I have no intention of going to Azkaban.
Enough of this. Take him!
Well, you may not like him, Minister, but you can't deny Dumbledore's got style.
It was foolish of you to come here tonight, Tom. The orders are on their way.
By which time I shall be gone. And you shall be dead.
You've been reckless this summer, Harry.
I like riding around on trains. It takes my mind off things.
Rather unpleasant to behold, isn't it? The tale is thrilling, if I say so myself. But now is not the time to tell it. Take my arm. Do as I say.
I just apparated, didn't I?
Indeed. Quite successfully, too, I might add. Most people vomit the first time.
Can't imagine why.
Horace! You mind if I take this? I do love knitting patterns.
Yes, of course, but you're not leaving, are you?
Oh, I think I know a lost cause when I see one. Regrettable. I would have considered it a great personal triumph had you consented to return to Hogwarts. Oh, well. You're like my friend Mr. Potter here. One of a kind. Well, bye-bye, Horace. Bye.
All right, I'll do it. But I want Professor Merrythorpe's old office, not the water closet I had before. And I expect a raise. These are mad times we live in, mad.
They are indeed. You can do things, can't you, Tom? Things other children can't.
I can make things move without touching them. I can make animals do what I want without training them. I can make bad things happen to people who are mean to me. I can make them hurt. If I want. Who are you?
Well, I'm like you, Tom. I'm different.
Prove it.
I think there's something in your wardrobe trying to get out, Tom. Thievery is not tolerated at Hogwarts, Tom. At Hogwarts, you'll be taught not only how to use magic, but how to control it. You understand me?
I can speak to snakes too. They find me. Whisper things. Is that normal for someone like me?
Oh, to be young and to feel love's keen sting. Well, come away, everybody. Mr. Weasley is well tended.
Harry!
Artis Tempus! Let us walk.
Professor, what is that?
Something beyond either of our help. A part of Voldemort sent here to die.
And exactly where are we?
I was going to ask you that. Where would you say that we are?
Well, it looks like King's Cross Station. Only cleaner. And without all the trains.
King's Cross, is that right? This is, as they say, your party. I expect you now realize that you and Voldemort have been connected by something other than fate since that night in Godric's Hollow all those years ago.
So it's true then, sir. A part of him lives within me, doesn't it?
Did. It was just destroyed many moments ago by none other than Voldemort himself. You were the Horcrux he never meant to make, Harry.
I have to go back, haven't I?
Oh, that's up to you.
I have a choice.
Oh, yes. We're in King's Cross, you say? I think if you so desired, you'll be able to board a train.
And where would it take me?
On.
Voldemort has the Elder Wand.
True.
And the snake's still alive.
Yes.
And I've nothing to kill it with.
Help will always be given at Hogwarts, Harry, to those who ask for it. I've always prized myself on my ability to turn a phrase. Words are, in my not-so-humble opinion, our most inexhaustible source of magic, capable of both inflicting injury and remedying it. But I would, in this case, amend my original statement to this. Help will always be given at Hogwarts to those who deserve it. Do not pity the dead, Harry. Pity the living. And above all those who live without love.
Professor, my mother's Patronus was a doe, wasn't it? That's the same as Professor Snape's. It's curious, don't you think?
Actually, if I think about it, it doesn't seem curious at all. I'll be going now, Harry.
Professor? Is this all real? Or is it just happening inside my head?
Of course it's happening inside your head, Harry. Why should that mean that it's not real?